Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is June 28th, 2022. We are in the New Testament. We are in the book of Matthew. Whoops. And we are in chapter 7, verse 13 to 29 today. We are finishing up the Sermon on the Mount. Let's see, we said Matthew was a disciple. He was the tax collector, also known as Levi. He wrote this gospel mainly for the first century Jews to show them that Jesus is the Messiah they were waiting for. And he had a little bit of a different message than what they thought he was going to have, but he had an important message that they need to listen to. And he started off with this Sermon on the Mount that we're getting ready to finish up. Lots of good teaching in there. He's going to finish it up by talking about the narrow gate. Jesus is the way. There are lots of ways you can go, but Jesus is the only way you can go. Talking about false prophets. Boy, we got a lot of those running around. Judge them by the fruits. Do what they prophesy come true? They might be from God. It's what they prophesying not coming true. Don't listen to them. Not everyone who calls on the Lord and says they're believers in Jesus really are. So you need to weigh what they say and judge for yourself. Filter it through your Bible. So let's go ahead and we're going to read Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 through 29. Go in through the narrow gate, because the gate to hell is wide and the road that leads to it is easy, and there are many who travel it. But the gate to life is narrow, and the way that leads to it is hard, and there are few people who find it. Be on your guard against false prophets. They come to you looking like sheep on the outside, but on the inside they are really like wild wolves. You will know them by what they do. Thorn bushes do not bear grapes, and briars do not bear figs. A healthy tree bears good fruit, but a poor tree bears bad fruit. A healthy tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a poor tree cannot bear good fruit. And any tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown in the fire. So then you will know the false prophets by what they do. Not everyone who calls me Lord, Lord will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only those who do what my Father in heaven wants them to do. When the judgment day comes, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, in your name we spoke God's message. By your name we drove out many demons and performed many miracles. Then I will say to them, I never knew you. Get away from me, you wicked people. So then, anyone who hears these words of mine and obeys them is like a wise man who built his house on rock. The rain poured down, the rivers flooded over, and the wind blew hard against that house, but it did not fall, because it was built on rock. But anyone who hears these words of mine and does not obey them is like a foolish man who built his house on sand. The rain poured down, the rivers flooded over, the wind blew hard against that house, and it fell. And what a terrible fall that was. When Jesus finished saying these things, the crowd was amazed at the way he taught. He wasn't like the teachers of the law. Instead, he taught with authority. May God bless the reading of his word. May God bless you. Bye.